YouTube, what it is? I'm back with another video. And just straight up the gate, like this is by far the most difficult Blender tutorial I've ever done, hands down. Like no questions asked. This today I'll be talking about the Ducky 3D's create Sci-Fi animation using only geometry nodes, which is funny because all of the other tutorials that I did were 5 hours, 6 hours. Like the donut tutorial was like what I think in general overall like 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't remember. But yeah, it was very long. Whoa, whoa, pause. But you guys know what I mean. This tutorial by Ducky 3D was only 23 minutes, but those 23 minutes were hell. So yeah, just let's get straight into it. So, giving it a rating out of 10, again, 10 being the most difficult. What the F is going on? You guys already know. And 1 being the most easy, easy to follow, easy to understand, easy to comprehend. I'll give this tutorial out of 10 a 7, a solid 7. Yup. This, I would not recommend this tutorial for a person who just started using Blender. Like if this is your very first, straight out the gate first Blender tutorial, I would not recommend this. I would actually I would not recommend this on my worst enemy, to be honest with you. However, because I did the other 2 tutorials, the donut tutorial by Blender Guru, shout out to him, the Blender tutorial by CG Fast Track, the Sword in the Stone, also shout out to them. I'm more familiar with the the terminology, right? I'm more familiar with the geometry nodes a little bit because there are certain geometry nodes that you use frequently. Some, some what is it called? Dang. Some modifiers. There's these very few specific modifiers that you find yourself using a lot, especially in these tutorials. So you get familiar with these modifiers very quick. So being that I came from those 2 tutorials earlier, the donut and the sword and the stone tutorials, I'm like again, I'm not a pro, but it's like I can pick up. I've made it to a point where I noticed that I don't have to go back to the videos and look where they went and what they searched. Like I can open the video, play, or play the video in one tab, go back to Blender and just listen to what they're saying, and then just know exactly where they are. You kind of like build muscle memory in that sense. And yeah, so again, for the very first person, a Blender noob, hey, I would not recommend this tutorial to you. However, if you have like 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 tutorials under your belt, then yeah, okay. This tutorial is very good. You get really, like the other tutorials where you got to use the shader editor, the geometry nodes and all of these other elements of Blender, but you don't really get deep into them. Like, you know what I'm saying? But in this tutorial, you get deep and pause. You get very familiar with geometry nodes. And yeah, that's basically it. Oh, sorry. Let me show you my results, and here it is right now. And yeah, I actually went a different route than Ducky 3D. Actually, I've noticed that ever since the Sword in the Stone, I started doing like my own thing. Like I became a student instead of a follower. Like I don't follow everything they say to the T. I take what they say, but then, sometimes I feel like, what if I do this? What if I add this? I'll put two, what you call that? Like I'll put my result, my ending result from the tutorial, and I'll put Ducky 3D's end result, and then you can see the difference. Obviously, it's the same concept. It's the same idea, but you can say they have two of them have two completely different vibes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I went. I did that on purpose basically because I didn't want to follow his instructions to the T. I took what he said, but like I kind of wanted to do my own thing basically, and that's how you learn, and that's a good indicator that, like, okay, you're learning, but like you, as I said, you're a student, but you're not a follower basically, right? And that's just a sign of progress, and I'm really really happy with that. So yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any comments, please comment down below. If you guys enjoy my content, please subscribe, like the video if you enjoyed it, and yeah, I'm really enjoying doing these videos, to be honest with you guys. And hopefully I'll be consistent in the future. There's way more videos coming in the future, I promise you guys. So if you guys are interested, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. And I will link the video tutorial down in the description. So if you guys are interested, again, for the very first, newbie, Blender noob, I would not recommend this. But if you have a little bit more experience, 3, 4, 5 tutorials under your belt, then I would highly recommend this tutorial. Again, thank you guys. See you guys in the next video. Peace.